guys, this is Edgaras from SpokenLithuanian.com, and today we have a new lesson, a very simple lesson, Lithuanian numbers. Today we're going to look at numbers, how to properly say a specific number. Well, if you think about it, we will be able to do up to 1 trillion, you know, if you want to add those numbers together. But the thing is that I want to give you a simple way of saying a number. Today, we're only going to cover the nominative case, the most simple, the basic case, you know, because if you want, you can go through all the cases, you know, with numbers as with any noun, you know. So, but today, let's look simply at the numbers and how they work, okay? So, when it comes to the first 9 numbers, up to 9, it all depends on the noun that goes after it. You know, if it's because we have genders in Lithuanian language, so if the gender is masculine or feminine, we have 2 ways of saying the number, you know. So let's look at it. So we have masculine first. We have vienas, right? Vienas, that is masculine. Vienas. And viena, that is feminine. Let's take vienas, for example, let's take stalas, which is table. Stalas, that is a masculine noun. And let's take machina, which is a car. A car in Lithuanian language is machina, and that's a feminine noun. The ending A gives it away that it's a feminine noun. So vienas stalas, viena machina. Okay? Viena machina. Now, number 2, we have du when it's masculine and dvi when it's feminine. So let's take a plural version of those. Stalai, that is plural, masculine stalai, and mašinos, cars, feminine plural, right? Du stalai, dvi mašinos, right? Okay, let's go on. Now we have trees, and it works for both feminine and masculine. Trys stalai, trys mašinos. Okay, keturi ir keturios. Keturi and keturi ir keturios. Keturi stalai, keturios mašinos. Keturi stalai, keturios mašinos. Right? So far, so good, yeah? 5 stalai, 5 mašinos. 5 stalai, 5 mašinos. 6 stalai, 6, right? 6 stalai, 6 mašinos. 7 stalai, 7 mašinos. 7 stalai, 7 mašinos. 8 stalai, 8 mašinos. 8 stalai, 8 mašinos. 9 stalai, 9 mašinos. Look at the pronunciation. 9 stalai. Somebody says 9. It's actually 9, but it's fine. You know, in the beginning, I wouldn't worry too much about stresses, you know, on the words. Just don't worry about them because it's too difficult of a topic, and enough of us Lithuanians already, you know, make mistakes when it comes to stresses. We sometimes even argue about it, which one should be right. So just quick side note, don't worry about stresses too much, okay? 9 stalai, 9 mašinos. 10. Now, when it comes to more numbers than 10, now we get into different cases, because in this case, if I wanted to say 10, I wouldn't say 10 stalai, I would say 10 stalų. I would use a different 10 stalų, ko. It answers the question, ko, of what? 10, right? Of what? So it's a different case. I don't want to, you know, give you too much information in one lesson. Let's leave cases for the future. Right now, just let's focus on numbers, because even though you may not use the correct case after that, you can still say the correct number. So, for example, if you're shopping for something, you know, or you just need to say the number, it's fine. Everybody will understand you if you use a number in nominative case. So, 10. 10 means 10. 10. Dešimt. Good. Now, like in English language, we have those teen when it comes to 11 and 12, 13, 14, those after 10 and up to 20. We have ika ending in Lithuanian, and it starts from 11. Vienuolika. 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 Now we don't have the genders anymore. It's the same gender, okay? Well, the word itself, it's actually feminine gender, but for the next one that we use, we don't have to adjust it to the noun that's going after it, okay? Vienuolika, dvylika, trylika, 13, 14, penkiolika, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? 9, 19, 18, 8 turėjom 8, right? 8, 18. Now we have 20, which is, if you remember, we had dešimt, we had dvidešimt, like feminine, right? Dvidešimt, and that is 20. Now, for now, let's look at even tens, 30, 20, 30, 40, 40, right? 40, 50, 50. Sometimes when we talk very fast, we don't pronounce the T. It's very subtle. You should pronounce it, but sometimes 50, 50. You can say it like it's fine both ways. 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, right? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now, if you want to say, for example, 21, right? Now, since we're going to be using, again, those numbers up to 10, it will depend from the noun that's going after it, whether or not it's feminine or masculine, right? So, for example, if I wanted to say 21 table, I would say 20, then I am taking 1, but since it's like I'm focusing on the number up to 10, since it's 1, so I'm saying 20, right? 21 stalas. 21 stalas, right? I can say 22 stalai because it's already 2, right? I'm focusing on the second number, right? On the smaller 22 stalai or 22 mašinos, right? 22 mašinos because it's the feminine noun that goes after it, right? If I'm using with these smaller numbers. For example, I can say, how would you say 37 cars, right? 37 cars. That would be 37, septynios, the feminine version, 37 mašinos. 37 mašinos, right? 37 cars. How would you say like 69 tables? 69 tables would be 69, 69, because it's masculine, stalai. 61 stalas. 61 mašina, 61 car, right? You get it, right? You focus it. If it's not an even tens, and we have those smaller numbers that go after them, we focus on the noun that's going after it and on its gender. Okay. Šimtas, right? It's an even 100. Šimtas. 190, 190. 190. If I wanted to say 197, that would be 190, and now it depends on the noun, either 7 or 7. 197 stalai, 197 mašinos. Okay? Now, when it comes to more than 100, because we adjust the ending of the word 100 based on the number, since it's now plural hundreds, we're now in the multiple hundreds. Now we have 200, 200, because it's more than 100. This ending indicates that it's only 100. Šimtas, one, us. Šimtai, like stalai, right? 2. It's a masculine. Šimtai is a masculine noun. Whole numeral, but still noun. Okay, so 200, 300. It's just like these numbers, but since šimtai is a masculine noun, we're using the first version, right? 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Well, we're not going to say 10, right? Because it's 1,000 already. That's a different word. But let's say we wanted to say 967, right? How would you say that? 967. That means 9, right? 900, 900, 900. What did I say? 67? 60, 7 or 7, depending on what's the actual thing. So if it's tables, then I say 900, 967 tables. That means 967 stalai, right? 967 stalai. I know it's a mouthful, but yeah, well, that's what you signed up for. That's Lithuanian language for you in numbers. But as I said, we're pretty forgiving about it. So don't worry, just use these numbers and never worry. As I said before in previous lessons, never worry about using Lithuanian language. Tūkstantis, 1,000. Tūkstantis. Again, a masculine noun, a bit different ending. Tūkstantis. We will get into the future about the endings and all of that, but for now, just numbers, okay? Step by step. We're not hurrying anywhere. Tūkstantis. So if we wanted to say 1,967, that would be tūkstantis 9, right? 900. 1900, we're saying a year, right? 1900, 1,900, 1960, either 7 or 7, depending on what it is. 1967 stalai or 1967 mašinos. If we wanted to say year is metai. It's a plural, always a plural noun. Metai, years, year. Metai, even 1 year is still metai, right? So 1900, 1900, 1967, 67 metai, right? We would actually be using a different kind of a number, 7. It's like įvardžiuotinis. It means like when I'm actually saying which number it is. But I will talk about it in the future lessons as well. But for now, we're just simply trying to say simple numbers, right? In a nominative case. Now, if we have more than 1,000, plural thousands, we have 2,000. 2,000, still masculine, different ending, right? 3,000, 4,000. So, for example, 4,837 would be 4,837 or 37 if it's feminine, right? And then we have millions, billions, and trillions, right? It's very similar. 1 million, miljonas. 1 billion, it's different. Milijardas, milijardas. It's like a yard, right? But I don't know why it's like that, why it's different in Lithuanian language. But yeah, 1 billion is milijardas, not billiardas. I mean, if you said that, and you know, somebody would be familiar with English language, they might say, yeah, you mean miliardas, right? But don't worry, don't stress about it too much. And 1 trillion is, I actually missed a letter here, trilionas, right? Trilionas. So that's numbers for you, right? Now you can do numbers even up to 1 million or billion or even a trillion if you needed to, right? I'm just not, well, okay, I can actually give you plural. So if we have more than one, like 1, 2, that would be milionai. Milionai. That's also a masculine noun, right? So if we also had over here like 1, 2, you know, and so forth, that would be miljardai. Miljardai. And with trillions, if we also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that would be trilionai. The same endings, like milionai, miljardai, trilionai. So if you wanted to say, for example, something like 1 million, 1 million and 1, right? That would be vienas milijonas, arba tiesiog milijonas ir vienas, right? Right. Because when we get into bigger numbers with like hundreds of thousands, then we use different cases, but it's fine. You can say it even like that, right? So yeah, we have the numbers. I think that in the beginning, it will be fine if you will be able to use just, you know, up to 100, you know, like kids. Oh, I can count to 100 now. It's great. I mean, I know Lithuanian language is a difficult one. It's one of the reasons I decided to create this channel, because I know it's difficult to learn it, and I want to be, you know, a part of the movement where I help people study this language if they want to, should they want to, you know, so if they need to. And yeah, if you have any questions when it comes to numbers, if it's still something not clear, write me in the comments. I will try to answer it as best as possible. In this lesson, we just did, you know, very simple numbers. As I said, only in the most basic case, because if we go into different cases, then we have multiple endings, you know, and everything like that. So just bear in mind that it's a simple nominative case, numbers, numerals, right? Yeah, and as I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Just tell me whether or not this lesson was interesting to you. Was it useful? Have you ever had to deal with numbers, you know? And I will leave this somewhere in the link in the description or in the comments. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, free book and PDF and audio book that I've created, where you can learn most common Lithuanian language phrases, just press on the link, join my newsletter, and you will get it immediately directly into your email. Yeah, that's my gift to you for wanting to learn Lithuanian language. So yeah, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching this lesson. This was a bit longer than usual, maybe. Yeah, but thank you for staying with me. And I will see you in the future lessons. Bye.